Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, especially in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful Monday indeed, and I'm glad to come your way, all the way from Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Dear friends, the transfer window officially opened yesterday, 1st of June. Yes, for 10 days before the Club World Cup. The window will be open for the next 8 days more. Now, today is 2nd, so 8 more days. Yeah, in preparation towards the Club World Cup, to allow clubs that are going to the Club World Cup to buy the few players that they need to buy. Then, after the 10 days, the windows will be shut until the end of the month again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. But right now, Chelsea are seriously working in the market, and we secured one transfer so far. Liam Delap to Chelsea. It is about to happen today. Yesterday, the medicals, part of the medicals were conducted yesterday. Today, the rest of the medicals will be taking place, and after, hopefully between now and Wednesday, maybe we might be seeing Delap with a jersey and the signing and all the other ceremony between now and Wednesday, hopefully. But Delap to Chelsea, it is almost a done deal. It is almost a done deal. Now, we understand Chelsea's next priority after Liam Delap is right-footed left winger. Right-footed left winger. And Alejandro Garnacho, Nico Williams, and Jamie Gittins are the 3 names under consideration right now. Yes, Chelsea currently are speaking to all these 3 players. The desire to add another winger by Chelsea is more with Mikhailo Mudryk's absence in mind. It has everything to do with Mikhailo Mudryk's absence in mind. Processes are likely to take time regardless of the outcome. Actually, Mikhailo Mudryk issue, Chelsea are not too sure when that issue will be resolved. So, part of the reason being that they need to replace Mikhailo Mudryk. Now, Chelsea will prefer to keep Jadon Sancho. Chelsea will prefer to keep Jadon Sancho, but only if he agrees to terms with the club's wage structure. Otherwise, Sancho will go back to Manchester United for a 5 million penalty fee. What that simply means is that right now, it is more of the ball is in Sancho's court. If Chelsea says they're going to be paying you £150,000, already he's on £300,000 a week in United. Right now, Chelsea split the bill with United. But as the transfer window is over, Sancho will have to return to United. And if he has to go, he will continue with his wages. If he wants to stay in Chelsea, I see him staying. Yes, he is happy playing for Chelsea. He's happy with the squad and everything around him. Very good. But the challenge here is, how low can he reduce his wage? Everything now depends on Sancho. I will get back to some of these issues in a few minutes. Yes, another forward is also possible as Christopher Nkunku is expected to leave. It is the reason Christopher Nkunku is expected to leave Chelsea this summer as well. And it is the reason why, after signing Delap, Chelsea are still looking to add another firepower to our attacking lineup. Christopher Nkunku is going. Already, McGuay, our 18-year-old, which is the 3rd choice, we understand Ipswich want him on loan. And Chelsea cannot just go with Jackson and Delap, 2 strikers. No, usually, big clubs, they normally have 3 strikers. So, after Delap, Chelsea are expected to get another striker. More especially as it is evidently clear that Christopher Nkunku is leaving Chelsea. So they need a replacement for Christopher Nkunku in that position. This could be another number 9, despite faith in Nicholas Jackson. Yes. Or it could be a versatile attacking midfielder. Chelsea will be opportunistic should Morgan Rogers become available. But Aston Villa have no intention to sell, even with a tight PSR position. Ladies and gentlemen, Jarrell Hato Hato also still remains a possibility in defense for Chelsea. The player from the Dutch league, the defender from Dutch league, from Ajax, yes, from Ajax, Hato also remains a possibility in Chelsea defense. No movement on goalkeepers. Chelsea will first pick a number 1 from Robert Sanchez, George Petrovic, Philip Jorgensen, and Mike Pendes. Listen to this. No movement on goalkeepers in this transfer window. Chelsea will first pick a number 1 from Robert Sanchez, George Petrovic, Philip Jorgensen, and Mike Pendes. Club World Cup likely to be a key. Club World Cup likely to be a key period to judge all 4 goalkeepers. All 4 goalkeepers. Now, reports suggest that both Chelsea and Liverpool are looking to include players in the deal for Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike is the striker that Chelsea is looking to add up. We understand. He's been in the news for a while now. And it's been suggested that Chelsea are looking to add a player plus cash for Hugo Ekitike in a deal. Both Liverpool are also interested. Now, Frankfurt, on the other hand, wants Delap Bakwa, the 22-year Strasbourg right winger, in exchange from Chelsea. Yeah, they know that Strasbourg is our sister club, so they have already discovered what they want from Strasbourg, and they are requesting for the 22-year-old in exchange for Ekitike. If this rumor turns out to be true, it will annoy me. That's just a fact, because the guy is a prospect. That guy is a prospect, and Chelsea have to keep that guy with Strasbourg for another season. Yes, he can, by 2026-2027 season, this guy will explode. You know. And let me now conclude on Jadon Sancho issue before we go to some other issues. Chelsea remains in contact with Jadon Sancho's camp with contract terms. Still no agreement on his salary so far. Now, final decision will be in few days. The outcome is expected this week. If contract terms are agreed, Sancho will go back to Manchester. Are not agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, Sancho has the same agent as Gittins. Sancho and Gittins have the same agent. And so I am not surprised. Yes, Jadon Sancho's contract situation, it is very complicated. But he has the same agent as Gittins. And if Chelsea are working to get Gittins as our left winger, and Sancho is also under the same agency, I'm trying to get to the agency name. Yeah, Chelsea. Gittins and Sancho, yes, under the same agent, Elite Group Project. Or Elite Group Project, which depends on how you want to pronounce it. Elite Group Project. Gittins and Sancho both roll under same agent. Elite Group Project. The agent is very close to Joe Shield and is pushing both players to sign for Chelsea. You get it? So for me, this is where Victor Osimhen issue comes in. If one agent is working for 2 players that want to play for Chelsea, if one agent is working in that direction, and Chelsea wants just one, it is very likely the agent will not agree. They both are one agent. So the agent would like to work in favor of his client, which is his players. So he wants Sancho in addition to Gittins in Chelsea. Now, if Chelsea really wants Sancho, but they set their eyes on Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres, because of Sancho, in order for that deal to go through under that one agent, they will have to accept the 2. Why am I saying this? Yeah, guys, Victor Osimhen issue is not yet dead with Chelsea. No, don't ever think so. I will not be surprised. We wake up tomorrow and we get the news. Here we go, Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. Like Mikel Obi has rightfully said before, every issue has been sorted out. They discussed everything last summer. All that Chelsea need to do is to pick up the call and call him. Yes, we have agreed to the terms. Come over. It is done. They don't need to go back to negotiate anything. There is nothing like to start negotiations from, from the scratch. They've negotiated every deal. And are you not surprised that for the past 2 weeks, there has not been any news on Victor Osimhen to any club? We heard few times about the Saudis, right? But ask yourself, throughout last week, have you heard anything about Victor Osimhen to Saudi Arabia? No. We only heard 2 weeks ago, Juventus showed interest and Victor debunked that news. Victor says he's not interested in going back to Italy. But every other news about Victor Osimhen, you see him posting on his X, handle. You see him posting pictures. But no statement. I've seen some comment from some people, including P Square fame, even speaking about it. Making sure, saying that they have already done the deal last season. He said, he together with Mikel, they have already spoken to the player last year. He wants to play. P Square spoke about it last week, 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 days. It's been in the news. So don't be surprised to see Victor Osimhen in Chelsea. It is still possible. And listen, but what I would not want is Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea and, we know Victor has an attitude of the field issues. We know. On the field, he can deliver, but of the field issues. And with all these so-called, I don't think they're agents. Both Mikel and P Square, I don't want a player that will come into this, that will cause. I know Vic is a professional. Victor is a professional. But of the field issues, sometimes that surround Victor's attitude, sometimes it's a cause for concern. But hey guys, I want my Victor. Either of the Victors, either Victor Gyökeres or Victor Osimhen. These two. Gittins is still good. But you cannot place them, they are not in the same bracket. And if we already have Delap, have Jackson, we need someone that when we see up front that we know that we have, And this Club World Cup, if Victor is inclusive, dear friend, if you look at our group stage, Club America, we are in the same group with LA Galaxies, right? LA, how do you call it? Yes, Los Angeles Football Club are in the same group with Chelsea, with one Brazilian team, and then Club Esperance of Tunis in Tunisia. We should be able to get to the next stage and get big money. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, let me run up here. Chelsea wouldn't have a problem with personal terms with Ekitike. We understand. And broad outline has been reached. Club have told his agent to try and make room on the price. Thus, Chelsea has told Ekitike's agent to make room on the price with Frankfurt. Currently sits at £84 million for Ekitike. Now, Chelsea certainly exploring a second striker before committing to Jackson and Delap. Chelsea actually want another striker in addition. And you see, when I look at all these amounts, £84 million, Gittins, Victor Osimhen is about £60-65 million. Why can't we just take the extra £20 million on top, add it to Victor Osimhen's salary, right? Or 10 million, add it to Victor Osimhen's salary, and get the best. I don't know if you are getting my point. We are buying Victor Osimhen £65 million, right? And Gittins is 84. So why can't we just take 10 million pounds out of it? If Victor Osimhen is already demanding for 10 million, okay, just give the 65 to Napoli. Add extra 5 million from here to Victor Osimhen. Right? 2 seasons. Split the 2.5 plus what he's demanding for. You have already made up of Victor Osimhen's salary and wages. You've made it up. I mean, why? I mean, Chelsea. You see, we are in Champions League, and Todd Boehly, Egbali, Lawrence Stewart, Joe Shield, Paul Winstanley, you guys need to be up and doing. We cannot afford to disappoint our fan base this season. Chelsea is a big club. We are, I don't have it here. If you look at the UEFA ranking in Europe, the UEFA ranking, Chelsea are still in the top 10. We are still in the top, I think we are 6 or so on the table. Real Madrid, Bayern, you know, what? We are, and our good friends, our good neighbors, Arsenal, I'm not too sure their location. I'm not too sure their location on the top. You say you are an elite club, but I'm not too sure. They don't show face, they don't surface on the... Even United are in the top 20. United, I think 11 or 12. Guys, on that note, let me leave you all. It is your breakfast. I'll be back with more exclusives on the transfer front. See you when you see me. Shalom and peace.